Alright guys, got what I think is going to be a fun one here. I'm going to pit this TNT 17 HMR up against the TNT from CCI on both and 22 Magnum here. See how they compare. So today's video is just going to be close range. I'm down here on the pistol bay and we're just going to try them out close range first, but I will have a 50 and 100 yard video coming up on these, so stay tuned for that. There's your, well, I'll have to try to get a better focus for you guys. Advertised 25-50 feet per second on the 17 HMR version, 2200 on the 22 Magnum version. Try to get you a good look there before the wind blows them over. I've been fighting the wind all day. So I'll be putting them into my Knox 10% Ballistics gelatin here. We're going to come in here on this side. I'm probably going to flip it over though. Mostly clear block. Had to pluck some bullets out from the previous test over here. 30 super carry, if you can believe those wound cavities there. For those who know of 30 super carry. But I don't think these are going to penetrate very far, so this should be more than enough room for us. And BB calibration today. Coming in right in at 2.95 inches, but like I said, I just previously did a test. It is only in the mid 30s out right now, but the sun will help warm these up a little bit. So that's gonna, if I was to retest the BB penetration, it would come in just a hair more, probably like 3.1 inches or something. A little bit better there. So 2.95 is on the bare minimum allowable penetration distance there. So preferably come in a little further, which they should be in that spectrum there, because they've been sitting out in the sun here for about 20-30 minutes while I did the other test. Anyways, we'll get started here. I'll let you know the shooting distance. I haven't, probably shoot from back here at the table about 10 yards. Yeah, especially since these guys are scoped, that's what I'll do. So about a distance of 10 yards there. Here's the rifles I'll be using. Savage 93 R17 for the 17 HMR, Rossi RS22M for the 22 Magnum. I get these comments all the time, so I'm going to address it now. It's not fair because the 22 Mag is semi-auto and the 17 HMR is bolt, and people think apparently there's a huge difference in velocity there. I don't have the time today. I'm eventually going to make a video on it, but I don't have time today to sit here and explain to you why they think you lose a lot of velocity to a semi-auto, but you don't. I've done extensive research on this because I was curious about that myself, and it's a very negligible difference, if any. It varies by firearm, but in general it's like a 1% difference, so negligible at best. So we are not giving 22 Magnum, or excuse me, 17 HMR any advantage here by the fact that it's a bolt action and the 22 Mag is a semi-auto. So like I said, eventually I'm going to make a video on that to clear that up for those people that are misunderstood about that. Anyways guys, if you want to see the review videos on these rifles, I'll put a link in the description of that if you want to check it out. Typically I don't do any clothing tests with rimfire rifles because, you know, I mean, some people might use them for home defense and whatnot, but since I know these are going to be pretty erratic, they're going to when they hit, and you'll see here in just a second in the bare block, I think just for fun I will throw up 4 layers of denim and see what they do close range through the rifles through 4 layers of denim. Alright, I think I'll do 17 HMR first on the top left of the block, and then underneath we'll do the 22 WMR, 22 Magnum. Alright, let's see what we got here. There's your entry for the 17, there's the entry for the 22 Mag, which right off the bat, and I saw it from back there right after I took the shot, I was like, wow, the 22 Mag looks like it did a lot more there, at least on the entry, so we'll see what they look like further down. You can even see into that. See if I can get a focus. You can see there's a hollow hole in there with copper in it. Yep. And that's what I experienced before. I did test the TNT Magnum by itself in a previous video, which was just, it was the federal offering of the TNT bullet. And that's about the same results I saw. I only got like 3 inches of penetration because it just immediately fragmented. And I had not previously tested any variant of the 17 HMR TNT. So interestingly, the 17 HMR TNT, you get a base that still carries through several inches there. So a lot more penetration with the 17. And you know what's telling? From up top, that diameter there looks about the same, if not larger, with the 17. And certainly from the side here, that's just massive. Let's see if we can see through the block for the 22 mag on this one. And then yeah, you can see that just kind of does like the star thing there. So so the mag, you just get segments breaking off in every which direction. Oh, there is a little base there from the mag. It just didn't go that far. And then the 17, the fragments are just kind of all throughout, just itty bitty little pieces, but your base carries much further. But from back here, it looked like a completely different story. It looked like the mag, the 22 mag, won hands down, but I think that's just because it immediately fragments so quick. You can see the 17 actually took a second before it started to open up. So I don't know, I'm kind of interested to see how repeatable that is, especially since we got that little slug to go so far with the 17. So now that I know where these are going to hit a little better, I'm going to do it again. 17 up here, 22 mag down here. I got to avoid that. Okay, that's just a little piece. That's not our slug. I'm not worried about that guy then. So I'll do it again over here, bare block, and then we'll just spin it around for that denim test. And your penetration on those, it's kind of hard to see. And yeah, the slug or base that's left from the 22 mag, it's just a little tiny sliver of metal that's sitting at about 3.5. It depends on how I hold the camera, guys. And then the 17, about 7 inches there. But all right, we'll do this again, one of each in the bare block again. Hopefully better shot placement this time. 17 HMR up top like I originally planned, 22 Magnum coming in underneath of it. Right as the trigger broke, I pulled that shot with the 22 mag on accident. But it doesn't really matter for the 22 mag because, like I said, that's been my experience with them in the past, and here today they just fragment immediately and you only get like 3 inches of penetration, which I think I forgot to get that. No, I got it for you guys up top earlier. So even though we came in low on the 22 mag, you know, it's going to be the same result. But what I really wanted to see was that the 17 would give us, you know, that slug traveling so far again, which it did not. So that's why I really wanted to take a second shot with that 17 HMR specifically to see if that was repeatable. So oddly, how is it over there even though there's like flower bloom clear out there here? I don't know. So as of right now, it's a 50-50 whether you get that 17 HMR slug to carry through 7 inches or whether it just breaks up in the first few inches here like it did there. But for the 22 mag, every single time I've shot one of these TNT bullets in 22 Magnum 22 WMR into ballistics gel, it always does the same thing, fragments like crazy and only goes like 3 inches. So but all right, let's spin these around. I'll throw the denim over and see if the denim keeps them from expanding or anything. Again, just kind of for fun, because I usually don't throw denim in on, you know, rimfire rifle tests, but I'm going to do it today just for fun since these are such fragmenting rounds. I think they'll perform well through the 4 layers of denim, but there's only one way to find out. And I mean perform well in terms of they're still going to like break up or at least mushroom or something. I'm not expecting like, you know, fantastic performance like 10 inches of penetration with an expanded mushroom or anything like that. I think they'll still break up and or mushroom out. So let's find out. All right, see how we did this time. So this shifted on me, but that should have been the 17 HMR, and then that should have been the 22 mag. Yeah, 17, 22. And yeah, okay, well, what the heck? Maybe it's more over here. Anyways, we got the shots in the blocks, and right there's the 17, and then again the 22 mag. Just little fragments everywhere, and 3 inches, so doesn't look like really any different result through the denim there with either. So you're shooting through thick hide or whatever, you're still going to get basically the same result. There's what I'm finding left. So all these is 17 HMR, and that's about the only thing I could find from the 22 mag that left anything significant at all behind. Just this, I guess it's still got a little lead on it, but it's just this real thin plate of metal there. And then these are from the 17, and these are thicker and heavier, which is why you're getting them on most instances to carry in further, because they somehow, even though it's a smaller, faster caliber, they're leaving you with more of a base behind after the fragmentation, so they generally carry through a little further. That 22 mag is always done at like 3.5 inches. And I'm not going to worry about expanded diameter or anything like that. Obviously this one's pretty big. That looks to be about 40 cal almost, certainly over 9mm, which is 35 cal. This is going to flicker on me because of the wind we got out here right now. Come on. Real sensitive reloader scale. So yeah, I don't even know how well I can do this for you guys. I'm going to stand here and try to block the wind, so maybe we can get some halfway decent if I shut up and do it already, right? 22 mag, well, getting a lot of wind right now. I'm trying. Looks like we might be varying by half to 2. 9, yeah, about 9 grains there compared to the 17 HMR. Well, that's interesting. That one says it's 9. This one says 6. That one says 8.5. So I guess they only appeared that they would weigh more, but they do not. So with this weighing about the same, I guess the only reason that went like 3.5 inches for the 22 mag compared to the 17 HMR, leaving behind pieces of roughly the same weight but yet going further, it's because of the expanded diameter. So this trying to travel through there like that, it's going to obviously have a lot more resistance due to that almost twice as large, if not twice as large, diameter compared to these. So that would be the reason why the little 17 ones are carrying further, because there's less resistance for them because they're a lot smaller, even though apparently they weigh about the same. That'll just about wrap this one up, guys. Again, if you want to check out the review videos on these rifles, linked in the description. I would actually invite you to check out the 22/rimfire playlist on my channel for everything rimfire. Got over 100 rimfire videos in there. You know, firearm reviews, gel tests, long range shooting, so check it out. If you want to get any products you see me use on my videos, like my little caliper there, scale, target stand, earmuff, safety glasses, steel targets, even the Knox gelatin I use, links in the description for all of that. Don't forget, I'll have 50 and 100 yard tests at a minimum coming up with these. But thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to catch you on the next one.